Hey all, today we're looking at this MageGee MKBox mechanical keyboard. Let's open it up. We just flip it over and just pull the tab, and just like that, we have some replacement caps of a different color. We'll look at those later. We have a manual. We have the keyboard itself. Ooh, that's nice and clicky. We have a USB-C to Type-A cable. Now this is required as this is not a Bluetooth keyboard. This is a wired keyboard. And we have one of these tools to remove keycaps. And that's everything that's in the box. And here's everything that's in the box laid out. Again, remover tool, extra keycaps, the USB cable, and the keyboard. Just a note, this is, again, a Type-A. If you want to use this with a Type-C keyboard, you will need an adapter, which I will need to attach. So let's plug it in and see how it glows. Okay, so we're just plugging in my computer, and the USB-C port is located right on the back. You just plug it in like that, and now it's powered on. I'll dim the lights down. Okay, so we can see the LED glowing a bit better. Now, the camera I don't think is capturing this right. There's a bit of a flicker on the camera, but it's not doing that in real life. Let's rotate through the different backlight patterns. So this is the default one. Then we do function insert, and we end up in a breathing one, and we can change the speed by using the arrow, so we can slow it down so it pulses really slow. And then we can do this to speed up the pulsing. So we'll just slow that down. And then we can cycle through. So we have these patterns. So let's just go through them one by one. Okay, so this pattern, the keys turn off when you push them. This one just kind of cycles. Another cycle, another cycle, another cycle. This one, they light up like a ripple when you push them. If you push a line, right, it does a whoosh in that direction. This one is just each key. I actually quite like this one. It's kind of like a ghosting, although people can see exactly what you type. That one, I think, same idea. Just kind of ripples, just a pattern, reverse, a bit of a wave, just going through each one. This one's just kind of all colorful. And then we have this one, that one. This is like a sine wave. And then we have back to, I think this is just the basic one, right? Okay, so now let's talk about the build quality. Overall, it feels pretty sturdy, but it's not made of metal or anything like that. This is all plastic. But that can be expected. This is an entry-level keyboard, and for the money, it feels perfectly fine. So, you know, and it is enjoyable to type on, but it is, again, quite loud, you know. So I'm not sure I would bring this to the office to use. You know, the keys feel nice to push on. You know, when you push it, it does a nice tactical thing. That's very satisfying. And again, it is quite small, so this would be easy to take with you somewhere if you wanted to bring it. But again, I'm not sure I would bring this to work. I think I'd drive all my coworkers crazy with the noise. Not the keyboard's fault. That's just what blue switches are. They're clicky. And if you like clicky keys, then you'll like this one. Let's remove one of the caps and take a look underneath. And there we can see the blue switch underneath with the LED peeking through. So here are my final thoughts on the MageGee MKBox mechanical keyboard. Overall, for the price, it's not bad. While it does not feel premium and it is quite lightweight, it still feels nice to type on. If I was a gamer on a budget, I'd be perfectly happy with this. Just keep in mind the noise of the keys. If you're getting this for a kid, you know, that might drive you up a wall. You might want to look at some of their other switches that they have available. You know, this isn't the only type of switch that MageGee sells. But yeah, this is a perfectly fine, economical mechanical keyboard, and I think any entry-level gamer would be happy with something like this. The spacebar is a bit clunky, but that's not a deal breaker, but it is less satisfying than the rest of the keys. Thanks again for watching, and as always, there's a link in the description if you're interested in picking these up for yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.